ITA for exposing my mother's secret that tore our family apart? When I first decided to move back to my hometown after nearly a decade away, I thought it would be a fresh start. I was wrong. What I walked into wasn't just a family reunion, it was a minefield of secrets waiting to explode. For context, my family has always been complicated. My mom, Susan, has a commanding personality. She's the glue of the family, but also the enforcer. Growing up, I admired her strength but feared her wrath. My dad, Tom, is her polar opposite. Quiet, kind, and a little absent-minded. Then there's my older brother, Eric, the golden child, and my younger sister, Sophie, the wild card. I was always the mediator, the one who smoothed things over. But this time, there was no smoothing over what I found out. It all started innocently enough. While unpacking in my childhood room, I stumbled upon a box of old family photos in the attic. Tucked between the albums was a stack of letters tied with a ribbon. Curiosity got the better of me, and I opened them. The letters were addressed to my mom from someone named Mark. At first, they seemed harmless. Old correspondence from a friend, maybe a coworker. But the deeper I read, the more my stomach dropped. Mark wasn't just a friend. The letters dated back 30 years, and they made it clear that Mark and my mom had been in love. Deeply. What shook me most wasn't just the affair. It was the timeline. According to the dates, the affair happened around the time Eric was conceived. The letters included phrases like, "I can't wait to see our son grow up," and "He has your eyes, but I hope he gets my sense of humor." I felt sick. Was Eric even my dad's biological child? I sat on this information for weeks, unsure of what to do. I didn't want to blow up our family, but I couldn't look at my mom the same way. Every family dinner, every interaction felt tainted by this shadow looming over us. The breaking point came during a family BBQ when my mom made a passive-aggressive comment about my life choices. Something about how I was always running away from responsibilities. It struck a nerve and I snapped. I said, maybe if I had a role model who didn't lie to everyone's face, I'd have turned out differently. The room went silent. My mom's face turned pale. I hadn't planned to spill the secret then and there, but anger got the better of me. I blurted out everything. The letters, the affair, the doubts about Eric's paternity. My dad looked like he'd been punched in the gut. Eric stormed out without a word, and Sophie just kept saying, "Oh my God." The family imploded. My dad demanded answers from my mom, who admitted to the affair but insisted she was sure Eric was his son. Eric refused to speak to anyone until he took a DNA test, which confirmed what we all feared. He wasn't biologically my dad's child. Eric spiraled, cutting contact with my mom entirely. My dad, heartbroken but unable to leave after 30 years of marriage, retreated into himself. Sophie, who had always idolized our mom, started questioning everything about her own childhood. And me? I was labeled the villain for airing the dirty laundry. My mom insists I'm the one who destroyed the family, saying, "If you hadn't said anything, we could have been fine." But I can't shake the feeling that this secret was bound to come out eventually.